Hey everyone, it is Lauren Pipak here. Getting this call started. I have Micah here with us, and I have Carly here with us, and we're all going to share with y'all different information. And I'll just kind of get it started, and I'll try to make it not painfully long. Let me close out of my Facebook. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over is we're in March. And we have all these new products, and I kind of wanted to tell you all a little bit about how to make the most out of the new products. And I don't want to go over what Micah's going to talk about, so just know, like, if you're new, take in what I'm saying, but then she's going to kind of tell you something a little differently. But just in general, so we had all these new products released. We have the makeup remover or the eye makeup remover wipes that just released. And what I would do, here's what I would do, and I plan to do this. This is on my to-do list this week. Make a list of anyone that has ever bought the 3D mascara. All customers. You don't have to make a list. I mean, you can go in your back office and see, but a lot of your customers may have bought other things. But anyone that's bought 3D mascara, I am always asked, how do I remove it? Well, now you can tell people, oh, we have wipes, and it just comes right off. So you'll be able to say that from now on, but you haven't been able to until now. So make a list of everyone that has ever bought 3D mascara, and just as simple as sending them a message, say, hey, I'm so excited. I always tell people to act really busy when they send messages because it makes everything urgent, but I always say something like, I've been so busy, I've been meaning to send you this, I'm sorry. But we came out with makeup remover for the eyes, and I know you use 3D mascara, and I immediately thought of you. And just say that. Don't go into the ingredients or anything about the product, just literally something really short and sweet to them, just like that. And like I said, I would get a spiral and write down 3D mascara, and write down all the people in your back office. You can go to orders, go in, and literally message every single one of them, email them, text them, call them, however you usually make contact with that person. Call them that way, or contact them that way about the makeup remover. I keep calling it makeup remover. It's really eye makeup remover. I guess it can be used all over your face, but in my opinion, you still need to clean your face with a cleanser. Now, I could be wrong, but at least that's how I understand it. And when mine arrive, I will happily do a demo for everyone, but I have full faith that they are going to be awesome and take our mascara off with total ease. So that's the first thing I would tell you to do. And then, okay, so we have all these other products. We got the bronzer, you got the lip stains, the cream eyeshadow, which is going to be a staggered release. Right now we only have the one color, and then they're going to stagger release the others. We just got pressed blush. That's a huge deal. The blush we have now is loose powder, or we had, and for me it's always been kind of messy. I've always had a really hard time using it, but I always have used it. Never used anything else since Unique. But the pressed blush is a big deal. So if you've ever had someone that has ordered the blush from you, I would put them on a different list, blush, and message them kind of the same thing. Hey, oh my gosh, we came out with a pressed blush. It's incredible. It comes out in this cute little compact. I thought of you immediately. And send a little picture with it and send that to them. But anyways, another thing too, like the bronzer. A lot of you may not know this, but it is really used, or you should use it to contour. So I would really, whenever you do get it, do a demo on the contour. So like contour with a bronzer, you don't necessarily have to highlight. I don't even highlight usually every day, but I always try to contour. I didn't today, I was in a hurry. But when you get the bronzer, again, I'll do a demo on that. But that's an easy thing. Summer's coming, so I would be promoting that on Facebook. And like I said, I would get it and learn how to contour with it and post pictures. So contour is really easy. I mean, basically you just put it kind of in your right here, and then you put it around your forehead, and then you'll blend it in with your powder. But the bronzer is actually like a two-toned. Each one of them is two-toned, so they have a like a matte side, I guess you would say, and then like a shimmer side. So you can kind of mess around with it. But the biggest thing too with the products is get them yourself. I don't care if you have to earn them with your YCash or when you get paid on the 8th. However, you're going to be paid on it for ordering it. You're going to earn YCash on it if you do use actual cash towards it. You're not supposed to be able to get YCash for using YCash. But either way, get the products, because the best way to sell them is to show them. And all of y'all know that have promoted the 3D mascara. You probably started getting the most sales whenever you were wearing it and posting, one eye done and one not. So do that with these products too. Like the lip stains, I actually was really surprised. I've gotten 3 orders for the lip stains already. So, and all I've done is I posted my video that I made actually in November, and you're welcome to share it. And then I just shared another photo in that again, because I did it last night with a photo, and then put it in the comments. And anyways, they're selling really well. And I'm wearing a lip stain now, but this lip stain I have on was the November stain, and it was truly limited, so it's not something you can't get it. So, but anyways, I did want to wear it and kind of show it to y'all. Something else too I'm going to go over, and then I'm going to be quiet and let them talk. So, upselling, and what is it and how do you do it? So we have all these new products, we have new collections, and this is something that I do anyways, but it's a tip to you. If you are posting, say, this lip stain or the bronzer or whatever, and someone, they want it, they're like, oh, hey, how can I order that? So you can comment back to them how they can order, but I would also send them a personal message. And I usually tell people to say something like, you are going to love X, X being whatever it is, okay? So you're going to love X. If you're eyeing anything else, there is a $10, you get $10 YCash back for any customer that spends $75. Then you get free shipping if you spend $100. And then I always tell them, I always say, in the same message, I always say, again, don't get anything you don't need or want, LOL. But if you need something, keep that in mind. And it's just kind of psychological, like I'm not trying to sell them, like, don't get anything you don't need or want, LOL. But I really am because I messaged them that. So anyone that ever has wanted any of the new stuff, that is basically what I'm saying. Again, I just say something like, you're going to love X. If you're eyeing anything else, there is a $10. You cannot say that right. You get $10 back in YCash applied to your account when you spend $75, and you get free shipping if you spend $100. Again, don't get anything you don't want or need, LOL. But if you need something, let me know. I just say something really short and sweet like that. And because remember, we have Customer Kudos, and Customer Kudos is $75. You get $10 back in YCash, and that's nothing. When you're buying your products, do it strategically. I placed 3 orders separately, so I did 3 $100 orders, so that I got $10 YCash, $10 YCash, and $10 YCash, and free shipping on each order. So just keep that in mind when you're placing your order for your own stuff, to be strategic with it. Let's see. A lot of you too, what I'm telling you to say, you may feel uncomfortable doing that. I'm telling you, you're not going to offend anyone by telling them about the deal. But honestly, if someone, let's say I got on your site and I spent $60, and then you had never told me that if I had just spent $75, I would have gotten $10 back, or perhaps maybe I really kind of needed a 3D mascara too, but I didn't get it because I was like, oh, I'll just wait till next month. But if I had ordered that with it, it perhaps would have put me at $100, and I could have gotten free shipping and that $10, and you didn't tell me, I would be kind of mad at you and feel like you must not really know much about your product launches and your your kudos and stuff. So I'm just saying, you're doing them a favor, and you're not doing your job if you're not doing that, and you're not going to kill anyone by saying it. And if you do it right and you say it right, they're not looking at you like you're like a sales queen. They're like, you're doing your job. They're there to order something anyways. So Just keep that in mind. And then the other thing I'm going to touch base on too. Okay, so really important. So March is tax return season. March, April, people are going to start getting those tax returns. Okay, and I want y'all to understand. Like Carly told me to make sure I mentioned her. Carly spent her tax return, or part of it. It's only 99. Most people have much more than that returned on the kit, and it took her to six figures. Okay, so same for my Aunt Angie. She was a tax return, and tax return to six figures. So we're going to do a opportunity call next Wednesday at 8:30. Okay, so you can go and mark that down. Opportunity call at 8:30 next Wednesday. I'm going to have them talk. I'm going to also have someone else talk that is not a six-figure income earner, just someone that has kind of really taken off with Unique. And what these calls are for, they're for you to invite your friends to, and so that they can hear the opportunity. And we're not going to be just like waving our money around or anything, but I want a call where people understand how you can take your tax return, a little bit of it, and turn it into something really, really big. And and I also want people to understand, even if it's not really big, you could turn it into a couple hundreds. You could take 100 and turn it into 500, whatever. But we're going to do that opportunity call so that we can all share that with our friends. And I'll get that made up hopefully tonight or tomorrow, so we can go ahead and start promoting it and get people on that call. But March in general is the time y'all need to be posting your success stories, your team's success stories, how much fun you're having, a selfie with your little purple card when it comes in the mail. I am not a fan of the photos being blasted. Like once or twice, okay, but the ones where it's like, get your tax return, turn it into a kit or whatever. You gotta give people a reason to join, and I think more your stories will get them more. Again, the photos are great as long as you're putting stuff with them. But and a lot of people that are new always are like, well, I don't have anything to tell. I just signed up. You can tell them about how much fun it is. Or when you get your first order, you'll know you get your first order and then you're paid in 3.5 hours. You can screenshot your little payment receipts, and say, what company pays you in 3.5 hours? This is the best thing ever. How much fun it is. Or one of my new girls posted her holding her wine with her pen and said, getting ready for my business meeting. And it's just little things like that. Anyways, point is, you want to start branding yourself, the success, the fun, and all that stuff, so people getting their tax returns are going to be thinking about you. So go ahead and put it in their minds by making sure and doing that. And start doing that now, because we're already in March. So just keep in mind, March is a really, 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 really big time for signups. We have the new kit. I'm not going to go over that because I believe someone else is. Yeah, Micah's going to go over the new kit. So just keep it in mind that it's March, and people got to spend that money somewhere. Might as well spend it with you. All right, I am done. I'm going to pass it over to Carly if she is there. And if she's not there, no, she is. She's there. Hey, Carly, it's on to you, girl.
Hello, you guys. I'm sorry. I just got to tell you, it has not been my best day. I just walked in the door from Instacare with my baby. He's totally fine now. Nothing to worry about. But I haven't really, I didn't have any time to get everything perfect. So just bear with me. But I'm going to be talking about the Race to Start, which is the U.S. Latina market that just launched yesterday. We are all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us are very confused still about how it works and what's going on. Just little details or whatever. And I admit, when I was researching it today, there was so much I didn't really get and know. So please listen. It might get boring for a minute, but we need to know this stuff. It's an entire new market that launched yesterday. We need to know how to sign these people up. We need to know how to switch our websites if we want to be a part of this. We need to know how to train these people. We need to know dates. We need to know this stuff. So if you have a pen or paper or your computer or whatever, take notes, like if you need to, because this is so important. And I've been getting tons of questions. So, okay, so first off, when we open a new country, it's called a market launch, okay? So in the past, we've done, New Zealand, Australia, UK, Canada, and the US was the first market launch. So this is its own market launch. It's very different because we're already open in the US, so people aren't looking at it that way, but it is its own market launch. It has the exact same perks that other launches do. So it's called Race to Start. Okay, let me clarify. Race to Start and the US Latina market launch is the same thing, okay? The reason they call it Race to Start is because it lasts from March 1st to May 6th. It's 2 months that leads up to when we can officially start selling makeup to Mexico, okay? So I believe that's why they call it Race to Start, but it's the same thing, so don't get that confused. So from March 1st to May 5th, anyone who joins and sets their website to Spanish, they are considered a founding U.S. Latina presenter, okay? So a couple things. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of statistics. I made a video on this, but not everybody is on my team, and a lot of people I know haven't watched it. So this will be really quick, but I just kind of want to give you these statistics so you understand how big of a market this is. The U.S. Latina market is ginormous, and so many companies neglect this demographic. I was on the Black Call a couple weeks ago, and they had our international director of sales on the call. So he's the one that does all the market launches. He's an international genius, basically. It's his job. So he was giving us all these statistics and information and stuff, and it was really eye-opening. Anyways, a lot of companies neglect this market. And he basically said it's stupid, like we're going to be, one of the first companies and one of the first cosmetic companies to give these people opportunity, and bring them into the fun or whatever. But there's 56 million Hispanics in the U.S. 64% of them are from Mexico. That's over 50%. So a lot of the times, if you meet a U.S. Hispanic in the United States, a U.S. Latina or Hispanic, they're going to have family and friends in Mexico. I'm not saying every time, but a lot of the time, because 64% of them are from there originally. So this Race to Start is huge because we are having people that live in the United States sign up, but they're finally able to have the resources that they need to be able to sell to their family and their friends in their demographic, because we have Spanish on our websites now, and we have Spanish catalogs and all that stuff. So U.S. Latinas love makeup. Hispanic women spend about 6 to 7% more than white women on makeup. So they love to look good. I mean, it's a culture thing. We love to look good too, but apparently they like it a little bit more. So, and another thing that was crazy, not crazy, but just not surprising, but a really cool fact was that they're extremely social media savvy, like way more than we are. So they know how to work all different kinds of social media sites. So just to give you a little breakdown, it's just a great market. Corporate has said that they think Mexico is going to be a bigger launch than the United Kingdom. If you haven't been here that long, when the United Kingdom opened, there was about three people hit black in the first week that it was opened. And it's still an amazing market. I mean, everything's blowing up over there. And they're predicting that Mexico will be even bigger. So another reason to offer the opportunity, I mean, this year is going to be huge because we have Germany also opening. But Sorry, U.S. Latina. We're talking about that. Okay. So a couple technical things. When you sign up, you guys can take notes on this. I haven't had a U.S. Latina sign up yet, so I tried to do it on my own, like log out and go back in and try to join, do all the steps to join, but it wouldn't let me. But I found out from someone that has been through the process, because I've been wondering, how did they when someone goes to join and they want to be a part of this Latina launch, how do they select that option? Like how are they going to be signing up any different than we did to specify that that's what they want? But when you, on our websites, they've changed. So when you click join and you're going through the steps, like it asks you where they live. So where do you live? And then you click the USA, and then it will ask for your preferred language. And when you click on Spanish, it actually has a thing that pop up that says, by clicking Spanish, you will be a part of the U.S. Latina founding presenters and all this stuff. So it's really self-explanatory. So no matter what, if you sign up and you choose Spanish as your language, you are automatically a founding presenter for the U.S. Latina market. So if you have anyone interested, please pass that information on. Just tell them, you click join, you go through the steps, and it's going to ask you for your country and then your language, and stuff like that. So that was something that I had a question about. Okay, I'm going to show you on our website where all this information is, and it's pretty cool. Okay, so bear with me before I get this up. Lauren.
Yes.
Do I press desktop, or screen recording?
Hit desktop.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah? Everyone can? Will you check in the chat?
Yeah, I will. They should all be able to, because I see whatever's live.
Okay. All right, so here's the deal. So we're going to, sorry, I'll get off this page so you guys don't stare at my numbers. I'm going to show you really quick. So if you're actually, I'm going to show you this last, okay? I'm going to explain some stuff first. So if you go to your website, you click join, you scroll down, race to start, right here, learn more. Everything that you possibly could imagine is on our website, and a lot of people don't realize that. Okay, so the Race to Start campaign is for everyone, and while being a Race to Start founding presenter is limited to U.S. presenters, presenters from any of Unique's other countries can still become an international leader by sponsoring a minimum of 5 U.S. Latina presenters. Okay? Presenters who meet these qualifications will earn the International Leader Charm, while those U.S. Latina presenters who you sponsor receive the Founding Presenter Charm. Okay, so if you sign up as a U.S. Latina presenter, you will get a Founding Presenter Charm because you're a founding presenter. If you are someone like me that is already a presenter and I'm not a part of the market, if I sponsor 5 U.S. Latina presenters and they all qualify, and I'll talk about how to qualify, I will receive an International Leader Charm, okay? And people that are new, if you're new here, you want as many charms as you can get. They're like the best, okay? Anyways, okay. New U.S. Latina presenters. What are the perks? By enrolling as a new U.S. Latina presenter, you will receive an exclusive U.S. Latina Founding Presenter Charm, $33 in YCash in your account, 10-pack of Unique catalogs in Spanish with your first order, and a personal Unique website in Spanish. Existing U.S. presenters. Okay, this is another thing. If you are already here, you're already a presenter, you can choose to change your website to Spanish and become a Latina founding presenter as well. You will be a founding presenter of this market. Okay, so here are your perks. By changing your status to U.S. Latina, you will receive an exclusive U.S. Latina founding presenter charm, a 10-pack of catalogs, and your personal unique website in Spanish. So you will not receive the $30 in YCash if you decide to do this. Also, if you decide to change your website to Spanish and become a founding presenter, it will be in Spanish for 90 days, and that's going to be the default language, okay? When you go to the website, we have an option to choose Spanish or English. It's up here. You can switch back and forth. But when people come to your website, it's going to be Spanish first. That's going to be the default language, but they can change it to English if they want. So there's always the option for all of us to have both. So just so you guys know.
Carly, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you're on as yourself, because at least this is how I was told or understood, when you're on it yourself in your back office and you're Spanish, you can only see Spanish, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's right. So customers, there's a lot of chat. Customers can switch English and Spanish, but if you are U.S. Latina, you are only going to see Spanish in your back office. So what I'm trying to clarify to people, do not go and switch to Spanish.
I actually think that you can.
Can you?
Well, because I'm English, and I can see it in Spanish if I want.
Yeah, I heard if you go Spanish, you can't change it back for 4 months. It's on a document. Let's clarify that. What I don't want is everyone to get off this call and be like, I'm going to hit the U.S. Latino market and go change your stuff to Spanish. You can't read Spanish, and your stuff be set in Spanish for 90 days in your back office. So, because listen, even if, just to clarify this, even when we go into Mexico or wherever, I am not changing mine, but I can still sell to people in Mexico because they will choose their country's flag. We will officially have a flag for them to choose, just like there's Canada flag and Australian. They'll be able to choose that and see Spanish. So I don't need to be U.S. Latina to be able to sell in Mexico, per se, because I had people that wanted to switch so they could sell in Mexico. We can all sell in Mexico.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. It's going to be, if you have primarily English speaking customers and if you don't speak Spanish, do not change your website to Spanish.
Yeah, because I just don't want it to be a mess and then you not be able to change it back. And
also, if you decide to change it to Spanish, you also get all the unique emails and all of that stuff. Everything that comes in from corporate or anything to your email is all in Spanish. So you won't get any of those emails in the language that you know. That's also something I found out too. So, can't remember what I was saying.
And there's tons of more questions when you're ready for them. I'll let you know.
Okay, so I'm going to, after I get finished talking about this, I'm going to show you how to switch your website over to Spanish. That's another thing that I didn't really understand, but I know exactly how to do it now. But if you decide to switch it to Spanish, it will be the default browser for 90 days. And they said after 90 days from when you signed up, you can choose to switch it back to English if you want. And I think the reason that they're letting that happen is just because maybe, I don't know, sometimes it might not, they just might not want it to be set in stone, you know what I mean?
But 90 days is a long time if you can't read Spanish to be trying to get everything out in Spanish.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Okay, and then presenters in all markets, regardless of your status or country, you can become an international leader by sponsoring 5 or more new eligible U.S. Latina presenters. So the perks of that is an exclusive U.S. Latina International Leader Charm and a chance to win an iPad Mini and 5,000 incentive trip points. So if you keep scrolling down, on your website it will show your progress. Okay, so here's the 5 that you need in order to be an international leader. And here's the kicker. sorry, if you keep going to leaderboard, so we already have leaderboard. Here are the top presenters who have sponsored the most new eligible U.S. Latina presenters. So, what is an eligible U.S. Latina presenter? An eligible U.S. Latina presenter is someone that has sold 500 PRS in their first 30 days. So you can't go sign up 5 people and then be an international leader. They actually want you to sign up 5 people and coach and sponsor them and teach them how to work the business and get them going like fire, like lightning, you know, like get them started and everything. So that is that qualification. Hopefully that you guys get that kind of. Hopefully I'm making some sense. Sorry.
I got it.
Right. So to be an international leader and get the charm, as like if for myself, for example, you have to sponsor 5 and they have to sell $500 within their first 30 days. And so this girl, Jocelyn Perez, she already has 2 U.S. Latina recruits that are qualified. So both of those recruits have sold $500 each. They probably bought every single product besides their kit, you know, or something like that. But anyways, okay. Now, I'm just going to show you how to switch over to Spanish, because I know some of you would want to do that, but you just don't know how. So if you go to My Office and you go to My Profile, you come down and you choose Spanish and you choose Spanish, and then you save it. After that, you are officially a U.S. Latina founding presenter. It says right here, for a minimum of 90 days, the default language in which others will view your website will be Spanish. And what was important? Oh, another thing I wanted to just kind of like clarify these 5 little spots right here that has your 5 recruits. Like none of these are gonna fill up until they have sold 500 PRS. So if you've already recruited a few or 1 or 2 or whatever, and you're kind of freaking out that nothing is happening right here, they will show up as soon as they meet the qualifications. So if you're signing up these U.S. Latina presenters, make sure you're really spending a lot of time with them and really helping them get going fast, like their launch parties, and all that stuff. And then I'm going to come back here. Okay, sorry. And I'm almost done. I just want to clarify that we're opening in Mexico on May 5th to sell. We can sell makeup to Mexico. They can buy from our website and it can be shipped to them. But Mexico, the entire market of Mexico does not open until the end of the year, 4th quarter, so October, November, or December. And that is when people that live in Mexico can sign up and sell. So any of you that are, involved in the Race to Start and you're signing up these U.S. Latina presenters, you got to get them going. You got to spend a lot of time on them. You got to get them talking to their family, to their friends, sharing the opportunity, sharing the product. I mean, we've got a lot of time before Mexico opens. Well, not a lot of time, but a few months. But just be prepared and think out of the box and really try to get into, I don't know, I mean, if you don't know Spanish, this can be hard, but any kind of like interest groups on Facebook or anything. And I was talking to Jen Robinson. She's one of my elites. And she was saying, any of the cities like close to the border, like search for those towns, different groups in those towns and stuff like that. Just think outside of the box and get to know some of these people. Send, make relationships on Facebook with them, and then you can offer the opportunity and stuff like that. while you're still offering the opportunity to all of your friends on your Facebook and all of your friends in your phone, because all of you need to be offering it all the time to everybody. So, and I think that's it. Is there any questions that
Can you see the chat box?
I just clicked on it?
There were a few that maybe we could address, but I think most of them because a lot of we're lagged, so when they're asking questions, we are still minutes behind. But
Okay.
I'm looking through them. Do you understand or know if there is a 999 founders, or is it just the founders from March to May?
Yeah, it's just from March to May, so there's no set amount. It's just the time period, those 2 months.
That should be. I mean, there were other questions, but someone said none of my Spanish-speaking friends are from Mexico. What is the advantage of recruiting them as a U.S. Latina? I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, the advantage for the U.S. Latina is if you have people that speak Spanish. But even if they speak Spanish and they're not from Mexico, they're going to have an advantage because they can more easily talk to the people in Mexico. Like me, I don't know a lick, and I highly doubt I will be selling in Mexico at all because unless they speak English, there would be really hard for me to explain to them what's in the mascara, what's the products, and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
even if they don't have family there, it's still an advantage to them because they're still going to sell here. It's not like you choose and you have to sell there or here. They still can sell everywhere. They just have an advantage because they can tap into that market that people like me don't know Spanish. I can't. I mean, I couldn't go over to Mexico and try to sell stuff because
and it's kind of hard to explain, but when you've been in the business longer, I mean, I'm like jealous of founding presenters, a little bit. Like, I mean, it's just kind of cool for people. It like recognizes U.S. Latinas, that live here and that have been overlooked for years and don't have hardly any opportunity here, really, and so it gives them like their own market. It gives them their own launch, and that's why, like, if you're not a U.S. Latina, if you don't speak Spanish, like, you don't need to switch your website. This is for people that want to own it and this is theirs. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, and it's just an exciting thing for them, and just that the founding presenters charm is awesome. Sorry, but
you're better off. Instead of trying to switch and sell into Mexico, instead teach the people that can how. That's what I would want to do. I would rather sponsor the U.S. Latinas that can speak Spanish, that also speak English, that I can talk to and train and help them grow outside the United States into Mexico where they can have a totally different market that, again, a lot of us can't.
Yeah.
So look at it as if you cannot speak Spanish, look at it more as keeping yourself in English and trying to find the U.S. Latinas and training them on how to hit this market. Plus the market here. Do not forget the market here. They have friends here. They live here. They've grown up here.
Yeah. And one more thing, I swear, and then I'm done. Like, if you cannot read Spanish, don't switch your website. Like, can you imagine? Okay, it's hard enough for our customers to order online. People are so lazy naturally. They don't want to go online and order and put on all their information. Like, can you imagine sending your website to all your customers and them clicking on it and it's just pure Spanish? They can't read anything. Like, they're going to leave immediately. That's overwhelming for if you have like the majority of your customers and family and friends are English speaking. So I really just don't think, that's my 2 cents on that. So.
And Deanna asked, so when they sign, their website has to be in Spanish for 90 days. Yes, their default language will be Spanish. I'll understand it can be changed, but again, your customer, like Carly said, is going to go to your website and see Spanish everywhere and have to look for the button that says, English. The default will be Spanish.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Carly. I learned a lot. Micah, are you there? Micah, there she is. Just
Sorry.
kidding.
Sorry, I look scary, you guys. So I wanted to talk to those new presenters or those who haven't hit yellow yet. So as you know, that's our first goal, and we want to get that $1,000 in PRS so we can get that raised to 25%. And I know Lauren just talked about all these awesome products, and you see everyone on the team pages going on and on about them. But I cannot stress enough how important it is to stick with the mascara. Your friends need to see those mascara posts over and over again. And I'm 8 months in, and I still keep most of my posts about mascara, and then I throw in products here and there. So stick with the mascara. And then, maybe just throw in a new product once you get it and, have it on and show that off. But stick with mascara. And you want to get the mascara into as many hands as possible because, like Lauren said earlier, when you follow up, that's when you can talk about our other products. Because online, when people see bronzer, they just have to take your word for it that ours is better than those others out there, or that it's an amazing product. But when they see our mascara, it's obvious. You can tell through pictures. So the mascara, you got to get that into everyone's hands, and then you will sell all of our other products. So I also want to talk about Fast Start. So to achieve Fast Start, you need $2,000 in personal retail sales, and you need 3 personally enrolled. And a lot of times people ask if those 3 need to be qualified, and the answer is no. But they do have to be personally enrolled by you, and you have 90 days to reach this. And it's 90 days, not 3 months. It's exactly 90 days. And if you do that, you're going to get $250 in YCash, which is, in my opinion, huge. I totally spooled myself and bought pretty much every single product. If you don't want to do that, you can always turn around and you could just buy all mascara and turn around and get full profit. Whatever you want to do. It's a huge chunk of money, plus your commission that you've made building that $2,000 PRS, not to mention the 3 ladies that you've added to your team. And they're going to add people to their team, which in return builds your whole downline. Fast Start is so, so important, you guys. Like, as soon as you hit yellow, you need to be gunning for it. It just kind of gets you, like, on the ground running to build a team. Because if you think about it, you can sell tons of mascara and make $500 off your own PRS, or you can build a team and make $5,000 a month or more. I mean, like, the opportunities are just endless if you build a team. So Fast Start, like I said, 90 days, $2,000 in your own PRS, and at least 3 personally enrolled. Of course, you may have more personally enrolled or more PRS. It doesn't matter. You just have to meet both of those before you get the $250 in YCash. And you get that YCash pretty much immediately. I think it takes about 24 hours, so you can spool yourself for all your hard work. Let's see. I also want to talk about the new kit. Tracy made a video kind of releasing it all, and surely you've seen it by now. If not, you need to go look at it like right now, because I think it is such a good kit. It has a product from everywhere in our line. It's got skincare. We've got 3 of the most popular pigments. They're actually probably my 3 favorite. We've got eyeliners, lip liners, moisturizer, lip gloss, the shade card, which is so popular for all of the presenters. So this is such a good kit, but really that doesn't even matter, because $99 can change your life. Like, who even cares about the kit? However, a new kit means that you can go follow up with anyone and everyone who has ever contacted you about Younique. This is such a great excuse to go message them. So you want to keep it simple. You do not want to word vomit or overwhelm them with all this crazy information. Just shoot them a message and say, hey, we have this awesome new kit out. I know you've been interested. Let me know if you want more information. Let's get you started. It's got everything you need, $99. It'll change your life. and then let them ask the questions. No need to vomit. They don't need, paragraphs and paragraphs of information. Just keep it simple. But go back and talk to everyone. Even if they've told you no, maybe later, whatever the case may be, go back and talk to them. I personally shot all my hostesses messages that said, you've got to check out this new kit. Have you ever thought about joining Younique? And I'm even going to message a few of my friends who have been loyal customers who buy a ton of makeup from me and just tell them, hey, it's time for you to start making money. Check out our new kit. So yeah, I can't stress enough, getting to 1,000 PRS for yellow. Keep it to mascara, and then fast start, of course, and the new kit. So unless Lauren or Carly want to add anything to that, that's all I got.
I don't really have anything else to add. Well, actually, I do. I don't even know why I said that. That was perfect. I'm back to really quick. So the team and stuff, I just want to stress that too, like back Micah up on it. Hitting fast start is, to a lot of people, they just see the $250 in YCash, and that's great. And for new people, that's what they can see. It's harder to see, making thousands of dollars. But if you can hit fast start, you've got 3 people under you. If you can get those 3 people to do the same thing and reduplicate, and again, their vision doesn't have to be to make thousands of dollars. It can be to get that fast start, because you never know who's going to sign someone up that's just a total rock star that sees the vision quickly and just wants to run with it. But I want y'all to understand, at my level, Carly and Micah, we're all black status. We do not make our income off of slanging mascara, $5,000 of it a month. I mean, I make minimal. I mean, I sell usually about $1,000 a month, so I still sell, I guess, a decent amount, but I don't make a ton of money from that. We make our money from training our teams and teaching them to do the same things and building leaders and on and on and on. So Fast Start is just a way to get your team members off the ground and running. And for y'all here, you'll get it, and you'll get those 3 people, and then you'll get your $250 in YCash. And for a lot of you, that may be great, and you're here to do it as a hobby. But for the rest of you that really want to go really big, try to get your team, those 3 people, to reduplicate that same thing. And of course, teach them, run with the runners and walk with the walkers. That's a whole nother training. But so I just want to tell y'all how much Fast Start is just a big deal to me. And then the other thing I was going to touch on, and then I'll end this, but is convention. So convention is coming up. It is in August, and I want everyone to go to convention, because convention is the best thing I may have ever attended. Now, Unified was pretty good too. I was really sucked in by that too, but convention was awesome. It was one of the best weekends of my life, and a lot of people, an example, Carly didn't want to go last year. She didn't want to go at all, and because she didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid. She thought it'd be like really cheesy, I think, and like all.
I ain't hanging out with those weirdos. Sorry.
I think she thought, like, I don't know, like, just it would be really not cool, because Carly's really cool. And anyways, I told her, I was like, you have to go, Carly. Like, I was like, you gotta go. And I had never even been, so I was just going on my own, gut to go. And it was amazing. So, I mean, I can look back at pictures, and I do it all the time at convention, and almost, I can't say all, but I could probably maybe say 85 to 90% of the people that went are elites now. Carly, can't you think about the people that went?
Definitely. Like, when I went, I was green, and right when I got home, I pretty much hit black. Like, and I really know that if I didn't go to convention, it would have taken me a lot longer. It's just the biggest kick in the butt you can possibly imagine. I mean, it's just the best thing. It's the best investment you could ever invest in your business for sure.
Yeah. Like I don't know, it's not like it's all, like, I don't want you to think you're going, it's going to be like boring training sessions and stuff constantly. It's more, I think, the inspiration, because a lot of the times y'all already have the tools. What some of you don't realize is you've got the tools, you've got it all. But I think sometimes you need the inspiration, and I think that's what you get from convention. And talking to other people. I mean, you're sitting around all weekend focused kind of on your business. I mean, you're talking with people and getting ideas, and I can't express enough how amazing it is. Last year there was only 1,000 went. That was the max that could go, and we had it at the Gaylord in Dallas, Texas, which really was not that cool to me because I go to Dallas like all the time. So I was like, Dallas. I mean, it was cool, but you know what I mean. Dallas is Dallas to me. And then this year it's in Chicago, and I've been to Chicago before. I was so stoked, like, when they announced it at convention last year, and we're like, it's in Chicago. I was like, yes, I'm going to get to go away. It's going to be like a vacation. And then I got pregnant, so I'm due that week. So there's no way swinging it. I mean, there's just no way. That is my due date. I think it isn't it August 5th, or is it August?
Yeah, like 5th through 8th or something.
Yeah. See, and I'm due on the 3rd, so there's just no way. But I was doing a call the other night, and I was talking about it, and I started choking up on the call. It was for the Greens. We were talking about it because it means so much to me, and like thinking about I'm going to miss people walking on stage, getting their Black Awards, and all of that makes me really sad, and I'll start choking up again. But I just want y'all to understand how important it is. And I saw someone say, isn't it like $300? Yes, it is $300. Y'all, you have how many months? 5 months to save for it. And there's also supposed to be a pay plan that's going to launch. It hasn't yet. Where I don't understand how they're going to do it. I assume they'll take it out of your commissions when you're paid. Again, don't quote me. But there's a payment plan that's going to roll out where you can pay on it monthly. And yes, you've got to get your airline ticket. And yes, you got to get your food. But here's the thing. Did y'all not hear me? Most of the people that went are elites now. Yeah, and like, would you say work harder?
Work harder. Make more money to pay for it.
Yeah. No, just sell makeup. It is worth it. I want y'all to try to think long term. Like, I am telling you, the people that went are almost all of them elites now. I think of everyone that went, most of them are elites. The ones that stuck, I mean, I'm just telling you, it's worth your business. And I know a lot of you maybe don't have any money, but then I know there are a lot of you that probably spend $300 on all kinds of stuff. So let's prioritize it, because I promise you we can take your money that you spend at convention and make it into a lifetime of a lot more money. So I just wanted to express how amazing it is. There are 3 different hotels that you can stay at, if they're not booked already, that have unique discounts. So you go to your website, though, to actually get your ticket. You scroll down, I think, to the bottom, and you'll find it. It's on your website. But I guess that's it. And the other thing about convention is get your teams to go. So if you're on this call and a lot of your team isn't, you need to be the one to get them there. Oh, and my last thing about it. So there's a statistic of for every person that goes is $1,000 you will make that year. So if you had 50 people on your team go, you should roughly make probably around $50,000. And that number does hold very accurate for how many people I had go last year and what I ended up making. So just think about it, and get your friends to go that are on your team. You can take your husbands and whatever. There will be passes to buy for them, but again, you'll have to pay for them. But I say make a girls' weekend of it. That's just me, though. I mean, I was going to bring my husband and Steph, my son, but you'll want to hang out with your team. I mean, you're not going to want to have to entertain. That sounds so bad. But I would make it a girls' weekend. That's just me. Looking at questions. I don't think if there's any just super important questions, lay it on us.
I have one more thing to say. March, y'all, has the potential to be huge, and there's no reason why we all shouldn't rock it. I mean, February was amazing. It was amazing. But with these new products and a whole new market opening, it's just take advantage. No getting discouraged, no giving up, no whining, no complaining, none of that crap. Cut it out now. Be positive and work your butt off. Like my goal for March, I haven't written my numbers down yet, but I'm going to do that tonight. But my goal for March is to work twice as much as I usually do.
Are you gonna sleep?
Nope. I mean, that it really is my goal because feel like I have so much more I could be doing every single day with these new markets and these new products. There's so many. I have millions of people in my friends list that have no idea about the new products. They don't know anything. They don't see all of our posts and stuff. So I just have a lot of work to do and all that. So just take advantage. Like, I mean, this company, we're spoiled rotten in this company. They lay everything out for us perfectly. I mean, think about last month, the kudos. Oh my gosh, it was like, are you kidding? Basically just giving makeup away. And so just take advantage of it and rock March. Just get it done, okay?
Get it done. She's right, y'all. March should be tremendous because, like I said, people are going to be getting these tax returns too, and they're going to go buy their new TVs or their new laptops. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the truth. I don't get a tax return this year. Instead, I have to pay in. But yeah, I remember those days getting a tax return. We went to St. Lucia. We took a huge vacation. They've got to spend that money somewhere. Make them spend it with you. Posting on Facebook, remember, do not look like a sales queen. Do not say order here, buy here, and look desperate. Please just have fun with it. Make little cute, sayings and a picture. Don't be blasting your link everywhere. I steer from links. Facebook does not, let me make this clear. Facebook, you can share. You can share your love for the products, but Facebook does not want you putting your link to buy on them. They want you to be doing that in a paid advertisement. So just don't put your links. Plus, it makes your friends look like you're trying to sell them, and it's just a tip I tell all many people. Try to, you're selling people, obviously, but try not to look like you're screaming at people to buy from you. They will buy from you. And it's consistency and it's time, and it doesn't happen overnight. People need to see something. I think it's like, 10 times before they actually give in and do it. I was telling a story last night. Y'all, I didn't want to join Younique. I tell this in my opportunity calls. I did not want anything to do with Younique. I saw Whitney posting all the time about this stupid mascara, and I wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing. I would literally scroll, like, you make the button go faster or slower when you're scrolling. I would start to see it, and I would just, like, fast forward over it because I just wanted it just to leave me alone. Because secretly it was eating me alive. I wanted it, but I just didn't want to give in. And there are so many people out there like that. And it took her, it's a whole other story, just giving it to me almost. I did pay her for it, but I actually paid her in many ways for it with the team. But just know it takes time because people are watching, and it took me a really long time to give in. Carly took a long time too. So anyways, I'm going to end the call. The payment plan a lot of you are asking about, I do not know when that's going to roll out. As soon as it rolls out, I will let you know, and you can get after that for convention. So all the information is on your website, the dates, everything, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. But all of that is on your website. If you need to, just go to your website. You will find it there. So I hope. And for those of you that were on, thank you so much for being here. And I hope we answered some questions and help you get started and help you kick March's butt. So anyways, y'all have a good one. I am going to end it. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.